Welcome to GLHF. Today, we're going to go over everything you need to know about the PlayStation 5 before you buy it or place your pre-order. When is the PlayStation 5 coming? The PlayStation 5 comes out in the 2020 holiday season. This is the perfect date to launch a console because you give a lot of parents and your significant others an easy gift to buy for the holidays. Launching the console earlier would force both Sony and Microsoft to provide an unwanted holiday discount on a product that they already lose money on. Sadly, we don't know the price yet, but it's safe to assume it would be around the $500 range if they wish to be competitive with Microsoft. As far as the specs of the system goes, you will have 16 gigabytes of GDDR RAM and an 825 gigabyte custom SSD that you will be able to upgrade later on with a different SSD if you wish. What this means for the PlayStation 5 is way shorter loading screens or loading up a game. The console will probably turn on and load instantly, and installing games or patches will be rather quick. As gaming hardware becomes more and more advanced, most of the hardware upgrades are great, but not a game changer. An SSD, however, is a huge upgrade that is quite instantly noticeable if you never used an SSD, which I assume is the case for a lot of console gamers. The PlayStation 5 will have 8K and 4K resolution capabilities with 120Hz refresh rates. That means that most games will be able to reach 120 FPS, which is great after years and years of barely getting stable 60 FPS on most modern games on consoles. It is a welcomed change. Of course, they can go higher and higher, but most people can hardly tell the difference between 60 FPS and 120 FPS, so anything higher than that is overkill for the console market. As far as the resolution goes, most PC gamers are slowly moving towards the 4K gaming setup, so it's understandable to expect that console gamers would want to enjoy 4K gaming. Considering Sony sells a lot of 4K TVs right now, it's an easy step for them to make. As far as 8K goes, most gamers, even on PC, aren't even there yet, and we assume that they will use some sort of game streaming service if they're going to do 8K gaming on the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 also comes with a 4K Blu-ray player that reads 100GB discs. This is expectable considering that being a Blu-ray player is what made the PlayStation 3 so successful. Xbox One definitely aimed towards being an entertainment center more than just being a console, which made them lose popularity in the gaming space, while Sony always used the DVD and Blu-ray market as an extra feature rather than a focal point. The 100GB discs means less installing games and more space freed up on your system. One of the worst things in the PS4 was how much space management you had to go through every time a game pushes a new update. You can buy the PlayStation 5 a little bit cheaper if you go for the digital edition without the 4K Blu-ray player. This will probably make the console at least $50 cheaper and more competitive against the new Xbox console. One of the more meaningful updates to the PlayStation 5 is how it's going to handle patches. Previously on the PS4, you had to download patches and then install them and overwrite the data. Now the patches will download the data and install it simultaneously, saving you a lot of otherwise lost time on the PS4. The PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4, meaning that every PlayStation 4 game should work on your new PS5. Not only that, but your PS4 and probably PS5 games would have cross-gen multiplayer, meaning you can play on your PS5 against PS4 players. As far as backwards compatibility goes, a lot of PS4 games will have a performance boost on the PlayStation 5. Games with compatibility issues would run on a PS4 legacy mode, so they will be able to work on your new console. Backwards compatibility is a great, underrated feature that enlarges your game library, which is very small when you launch a new console, and it makes it easier for PS4 players to pick up a PS5 when it comes out. As far as backwards compatibility for the PS3, PS2, and PS1, there's no definitive answer as of yet. The PlayStation 5 will have ray tracing capabilities, or RTX, which is a relatively new technology that is not used to its full potential yet. It's still a great feature that you will notice the most on Minecraft, surprisingly, which is not the best looking game without RTX. But with RTX, a combination of the right mods and texture packs, the game looks absolutely beautiful. Lighting is a powerful tool to make graphics look better, and when RTX is done right, you can immediately feel it. As far as the VR system for the PlayStation, there have been rumors about a PSVR 2, But from the looks of it, there is no justification yet to make your customers buy another product for an already expensive console that just came out. The new controller for the PS5 is the DualSense, which has a longer battery life and a better speaker as well as haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. What this means is we might have a more immersive game-playing experience because you can make the adaptive triggers harder to press when you're firing a sniper rifle compared to a pistol in a game, or when you're driving a junky car in GTA 5, for example, compared to a sports car that will have a much smoother driving experience. I honestly can't tell what the adaptive triggers would mean as far as the controller's life cycle because it can make it shorter and more prone to malfunction. This would be a nice upgrade for the great single-player exclusives that Sony has, but it feels like an upgrade that should have been on the PS4 already. We would love to keep you updated on any new information in the future, so if you want to stay up to date on anything related to the PlayStation 5, the new consoles, or any gaming-related news, you should subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. What are you guys planning on buying right now, the PS5 or the Xbox Series X, and why? Leave it in the comments below and make sure to give the video a thumbs up while you're at it. Good luck and have fun!